An excited bun. Ow, cool. So many exciting words in the message. You said quite a lot. Why don't Ultrabooks and tablets do video input? As I have been searching, only Alienware Brick PC years ago and Lenovo tablet support. Indeed, tablet supports video input, which doesn't raise its costs, and is helpful to squeeze this market for portable monitors. The cheapest tablet of Xiaomi 5 is $300. With the same image, a portable screen is more pricey than a tablet. Could it be said that processor, memory, storage, wireless module, and some other accessories are now at the mercy of the brands? Particularly, I don't understand the slow bandwidth of Thunderbolt 4 and its loss. Why don't they solve by unidirectional linking GPU dock through Thunderbolt 4 and through the GPU video output port to the video input port of the notebook directly with the mature tech? Why does it have to complete through Thunderbolt 4? Its performance is not fully accessorist. I hope Mr. Yi could answer this netizen's biggest doubt. He doesn't know that. But Juin could answer this question. When manufacturers design their products, generally speaking, they may go find some consulting companies of top level to very professionally perform the undertaking of market research through cooperation and coordination. Moreover, they would also employ more than one group of professional experts and product managers. These managers, front and back end manufacturing, will give them consulting suggestions. Now they would come and consult me and blah blah blah. Well, the answer that I can give is that I did mention it earlier. However, their response is that the function is quite interesting, showing personalization. If Lenovo did it, HP and Asus didn't. I could design my style, which is great. Nevertheless, for benefits, that's all. Let me put it another way. This function for them, firstly, more cost. Second, there are few customers with such demands. That's the reason why now they have given it up. Well, they do away with it. I agree with your opinion based on the question you have posted. Agree very much. Even I have been to the factory of ODM in the early stage of R&D, and as a matter of fact, like during recent times, Intel has introduced Arc GPU. They actually produced notebooks before. As the project was approved, I was invited to several meetings with them. That time, I went to the company of ODM. Amid that R&D meeting, I also proposed many suggestions to them. But they said, compared with Nvidia, what's different with their game PC of similar performance? We lack ray tracing, so cannot catch up them. How can we solve this? I put forward the advice that you could take HDMI into consideration and input this D in, and we understand how we're different from Nvidia. However, here is what they say. On the one hand, they agree with my opinion. Differences will appear. Nevertheless, this D-in cannot demonstrate the competence of the manufacturer and the chip. An instance, why do you plug the D-in? Do you need this D-in for playing PS4, PS5, or Xbox? Well, for plugging it, it is practical. Nevertheless, it can't show chips, and the upstream supplier may be ignored, so they will not produce that product. Well, okay then. Each manufacturer has his thoughts, so do those chip firms. Okay, the final result is D-in is the one that was sacrificed. Perhaps I am being too euphemistic. I should put it more directly. That is to say, if D-in is worked out, a device of high performance can be used to output the pictures. What you mean by that is, Intel IGPU isn't excellent in performance. Or the IGPU of Nvidia DJU is the rubbish that you have to pick up an Xbox for games. Don't you look down on me? Do you mean that the operating system of Windows can't support customers to play games? Or do you mean anything else? Isn't that right? Upstream suppliers think alike, then therefore, so you know, just do away with it. Well then, I've said very directly to you, this is one reason. There are other reasons. I can't tell you more. The asymmetric memory of the laptops, such as soldered, 8 grams plus welded 32 grams, affects overall performance or not. What can I do to meet the demand for a large memory for asymmetric dual channel? When you use it for some time or a long time, part of its softwares would operate in single channel that will affect the performance. And to be honest, so generally, unless I have no idea, like some laptops have soldered 8 grams and a welded slot. Or like some thin types of laptops of ROG, they are all designed like this. There is no but to choose 8 grams plus 30, the only choice. Otherwise, I would suggest you to choose symmetrical dual channel. Is that okay? The next one, who you ask, will 40 series GPU be on in the first quarter of next year? And how much will it be? I'm a layman with no knowledge of PC. Should I buy an old one or wait for 40 GPU in this year's Black Friday? Thanks, Juin. Well, thanks for asking. Now, answer the first question. Will 40 series G be equipped on the laptops? Based on current timetable, yes. But it won't be 4060 or 4070. 4080 will be introduced. Firstly, flagship is the first. Second, how much will it be? In fact, you largely refer to the prices of this year's new products. They are close. Lenovo 4060, i7 Plus 4060 could be 1,300, and some cheaper manufacturers, like Asus or others, are 1 to 5, 1 to 6, or we could venture a guess of 1,195. All these products, 4060, i7 Plus 4060, will share the same price, won't rise too much if exchange rate remains stable, but it is possible. Well, it may be impossible. $1,200 will be too high a price. Like Alienware, you could refer to its current price. 3080 Ti Alienware, I assume the highest could be more than $4,500, nearly $6,000. New arrival of next year will be priced the same. If you would like to buy a PC at the Black Friday, choose an old one or 40 series GPU in the next year. Won't you buy this year's new model? Ha ha ha, salesperson is so miserable. Okay, well then. If you are in such a hurry, you must buy one this time and don't want to wait. How should you choose? Last year's old one does have more cost performance. That's super great. 2 days ago in Buy Together, i7 Plus 3060 was $959. i7 Plus 3060, God, that was a fierce promotion. So under this condition, if you can wait until next year, you can buy it in next year. Because a GPU would work for 2 or 3 years, or only 2 years, it won't have problems. Well, for example, 3060 bought it the year before. Last still can work pretty well. Am I right? This is exceedingly great. The quality is excellent. If you can wait for 40 series GPU, do wait for it. Absolutely. Okay. Next one, can a desktop computer be stuffed into a notebook? You bro must have watched the video of cramming a laptop into a desktop. Can a computer be stuffed into PC? It's an interesting idea. Can a computer be into a laptop? Is there a laptop of that size? A laptop, the notebook volume is fixed. Our biggest notebook is almost like this. Am I correct? Like 3 phones. It has much space, but your notebook must be smaller than that, so that the desktop computer could fit into the notebook. To achieve this is very hard. Other channels with leisure time and entertainment spirit could stuff a computer in. I give an advice to Yunfei to stop testing mobile phone. No one can try computers. Now think about your aspiration. I give this to you, cramming a desktop computer into a laptop. It's attractive. Next one from Bing Bing. Does non-flat placement influence PC's performances? Most notebooks won't be influenced by the placement, especially when you open it and place it upright. Like my laptop, open it right, put it upright. This won't influence the performance of most notebooks. Don't worry, this is not much of a problem. Just I don't recommend this. Okay, please try to avoid these strange thoughts. If you want to put it away, computer brackets are useful. On your side, I put my PC on bracket and open the notebook and put it on the bracket. It's useful for thermals. You can buy an external screen, but certain types of computers are especially influenced by the placement. For example, some expensive PC, like those whose bottom cover lifts after opening the screen, are influenced more or less, and also like the Ultrabook. And I have seen lots of elite businessmen prefer to use Apple MacBook for their office work. One of their favorites is to open up the screen. After that, then just close it, use a data cable, and put it into a very advanced bracket. A laptop has been closed, making working process look very elegant. However, thermals are negatively impacted. Why is this for thin laptops like Ultrabook? With aluminum alloy or magnesium aluminum alloy shell, heat conduction with the rising heat of the keyboard. The keyboard on the computer also is helpful for thermals. After closing the notebook, this side of keyboard will remain being covered, negatively impacting on the thermals. Let's finish the video. Let's call it a day. That's all for the Q&A session of our video. We want to apologize to our audiences. Because of the lockdown in Shanghai, the recording may be influenced. The shooting background of this video is my home, in front of my computer desk. Therefore, it's a little, how to say, the condition is very hard. The recording may not be good. Of course, not as good as the professional microphone used previously. Hope the pandemic will end soon. I will make more interesting videos. Maybe less fun, but more practical and feasible. I have been quarantined at home. I've never been at home longer than this time. Basically, I am a couch potato now, but I'm going out anyway in the next weeks. I've rested for a long time. To be honest, I feel a little bit depressed. Frankly speaking, I don't know how many of you watching this video currently live in Shanghai too. Hope we can return to normal soon. Let's pull ourselves together.